Hi everybody and welcome to another By Pen and Paper streams. We are back with Syberia, well, me being me, a role gamer, and Faldang here.
Welcome back, true believers.
And it is time for us to finish out our Syberia 3 story with the Automaton with a plan. Kate Walker disappeared after the U-Call ceremony in the abandoned Olympia Stadium. Oscar decides to investigate. Ooh.
That's when she got drugged.
Which time? I think she gets drugged like a few times, but that's like specifically... Wait, is that after or before we opened the path into... under the Olympia Stadium? I forgot.
That's after we unlocked the thing in the pool.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they had the whole ritual to sacrifice, to drug Kate there and, you know, to do that. Yeah, I remember now. Let me just do something a bit. I think it's still need to be. The music is loud. Anyway, do not ignore that it says load for that it's blank, because one of the victims of me transferring this over to a new PC is the saves I think disappeared, which means I will need to replay this whole fucking game again to keep the saves or something. Well, there are achievements I still need to do, so I might do it. I don't know, off stream or like as a torture stream where I just try to get just like I'm just angrily going through the game as fast as possible so I can get achievements.
You know what? You could try speed running it.
Oh yeah, just clicking everywhere. Without a walkthrough, not, but yeah, definitely with a walkthrough and just like going everywhere, just there.
See, Syberia.
Oh, there is like a speed running record, but I don't know if you can bug it out. You probably can.
What?
Can you wait? What? How long did it last? The speedrun?
4:14 is the record on speedrun.com.
Okay. So you can't really bug out the game. You need to follow the plot and just click fast enough and go exactly where you need. And solve puzzles instantly.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see what Oscar has in mind, because that's gonna be funny. Yeah, the separate menu. Okay. Did it actually bug out some of this? Remind his objectives down. I forgot what we even modified here. Oh, maybe just get this a little bit down.
And check the difficulty setting. I don't remember what the options were.
Voyage and adventure. Please choose a game with a plain story and want additional visual cues. You want to enjoy the sensations of the first two Syberia games with fewer visual cues.
Yeah, I think it might be like hotspots and highlighting and stuff.
Yeah, I think we did Voyage. I think we did that.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, it asks you here. Never mind.
Okay, this game mode, yes. Oh my god, we're gonna be Oscar. This is gonna be weird.
As long as we're not playing the U-Calls.
Fair point. Absolutely fair point. Like they add the next game and suddenly they return U-Calls, and then you have like one character is a U-Call because you need to do the DEI or whatever stuff, and then it's torture.
That is amazing. Okay. I like your reasoning.
Yep. Leaving the hell of the irradiated city of Baradur after shaking out the militia and private detective in hot pursuit.
Kate Walker and the U-Call tribe arrive at the Olympia Stadium for the ceremony of the Red Moon. The young woman and her friend Oscar witness a very strange shamanic ritual.
Oh, we're back to the... Okay, yeah. Like, visually, they're replaying this. Please, no. We've seen enough U-Calls. Please. I can't stand another one of their naked orgies. Hey, I'm not even... Oh, I'm after 5 minutes... Oh, no, we're not even 5 minutes into the video. We comment about that. Okay, wait, so Oscar was with her while she was tripping balls.
Yeah.
And he just let her just see two wolves inside her and all that.
Yeah, one's lazy, the other one is depressed.
Yeah.
Kate. Kate. Who are you? My poor Kate. You no longer recognize your real family. You need to come home now. You have to listen to your mother.
Yes, you must see that we are having great difficulty understanding how such a brilliant young attorney could turn to criminal activity.
We have taken recourse to the courts, Miss Walker. Rest assured things will not remain as they are.
You really need to understand, Kate. I couldn't wait for you forever.
You've really let us down, Kate. I was your best friend, your confidant.
So in the end, everyone was actually right. You're gone forever, Kate. Lost. You're dead, Kate. Dead.
Kate Walker? Is everything all right?
Yes, but I need some air. Please, let's go outside.
Like, I can comment about that whole scene again, but we commented it off, I think.
Yeah, also the game audio is kind of quiet for me, but I don't think that's a big deal.
Are you sure you're well? I don't mean to offend you, but for a moment you were in a different world, Kate Walker.
Ghosts. Nothing but ghosts. Right. I'm exhausted. I'm gonna try to get some sleep for a few hours before dawn.
I'll wait for you here. Then, good night, Kate Walker.
Good night, Oscar.
Oh, okay, so she's tripping more.
Kate! Oh, my poor Kate.
The courts, Miss Walker. We've had recourse to the courts.
I was your best friend, Kate.
And you
Dead.
took her boyfriend.
Dead. Kate.
Miss Walker.
Kate.
Kate Walker.
My poor Kate.
Kate Walker. This time you won't fool me with your little tricks.
Oh. Also very much creepy and very much, you know, psycho.
Well, he's a private eye.
Oh, at least he dressed her up.
Believe it? I just don't believe it. Damn jalopy. No, just great.
God, at least the voice acting in this DLC is good. For now.
Or no.
Hey, wait. Oh.
Oscar.
What the hell?
Kate Walker, time to wake up. All is well, Kate Walker. It is all over.
Oh, finish the demo. Okay, I think we can go now.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Oscar. But, Canton, did you see him?
See for yourself. He is just over there.
Is he...
He is fine. Please don't worry. Let's just say that he won't be chasing you again for quite some time. Now we should go. Your nomad friends are ready and waiting for us.
I guess it's gonna be a flashback as to how he did it.
I guess, because I mean, this is the end. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And now I will tell you the story of how I rescued your ass from that creepy ass kidnapping motherfucker.
Pretty much.
I mean, this looks like we ended the fucking demo. Oh, not demo, the DLC. in 10 minutes.
Well,
Like we just this is the DLC. You watch a movie.
yeah, if the achievement pops up, well, you'll know you did it.
I mean, everything is here. Yeah, they are leaving. She's watching them. We saw the beginning, the middle. Oscar saved her, and the end, and that's it. Fastest DLC ever, I guess. I like how she's just walking. Like,
Tell me, Oscar, last night, when I was taken, what happened? I mean, how did you find us, and how did you get me free?
It's actually a long story, Kate Walker.
Kirk says we'll only get to the border tomorrow. I have lots of time.
Very well. I suppose that you can still remember the end of that strange nomad ceremony?
flashback sounds.
Flashback effect.
He didn't do the warbling of the screen and all that.
Yes. I didn't feel well, and you came outside with me.
That's right. You left to go to bed for the night, and we agreed that we would meet at the same place at dawn.
But you weren't there. But he actually turned off. Speed the Yukos. No. They're fast. No.
Fast Yukos.
Oh, it's the chick is here
When
as
did
well.
you realize I was gone?
Well, at dawn then. And of course you were late.
Were you worried right away? I'm touched, Oscar.
Well, yes, of course.
After drank some
The
more.
sun is already high in the sky and Kate Walker has not returned. Incorrigible. Let's wake her before she delays the entire caravan.
That's Oscar. That's fucking Oscar.
That is Oscar.
I don't even blame him for this. Wake up, Kate Walker.
So I'll give credit to the walkthrough that I have open just in case, because it says the first thing it says, watch all the cutscenes.
Not
Like-
see Miss Catwalk.
Okay, let's try and get inside.
Oh no!
Oh no! What has happened? This could have been a fire hazard.
Someone has attacked Kate Walker. She must be found, quickly.
Damn! Oscar the detective.
Kirk, no.
Like, no. First of
Escape. Click, press escape and then exit the game. Please.
yes.
Better alternative.
Yeah, that's our only alternative. Just like, yep, nope, just go, leave. My bigger question is, where the fuck is Kirk? Who of these little tiny people is Kirk?
He doesn't have a cap, at least, so that's one way to spot him.
Oh, yeah.
And he has short hair.
And a metal foot.
And a metal foot.
Hello, Oscar. Have you found Kate Walker? We're waiting for her so we can strike the camp.
No, but I fear the worst. I found traces of a struggle in her yurt.
We must go find her quickly.
After you.
After you.
What do you suggest, Mr. Kirk?
I'm going to ask the tribe to look for Kate Walker. The Ostrich Keeper will lend you a Yuki to use. It can be a great help. They have an incomparable sense of smell.
Oh, the cute little thing. Fade flashback back.
Fade away.
Was the Yuki Kirk told you about of any use?
You really have no idea.
Okay, I get it. Try to keep walking with Yuki. Check some.
Thanks for your help.
I didn't
You're
know my
welcome.
top.
Tribe, find Miss Kitwalk. Quickly!
Yeah, go into the speed run option or look fast. I don't
Run,
know.
Oscar, run.
Clank, 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 clank. At least we can, you know, his standard of moving is this. Constantly. For everything. At least we can put him into second gear. I think that's the Yuki we need to use. Hold foot.
What?
Ah, okay.
Don't move from here. I'll be back.
Time to find some panties.
Ah. If it's actually that, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. But let's see. We need to find something of Kate's. Can we even find something of Kate's? What is the button for highlight? I forgot.
I don't think there was one.
Yeah, actually.
But you can see the dot. Well, I can see the dot.
Yeah, no, I see the dot for the exit, but I don't see the anything else for that.
I think it shows the other ones also.
Yeah, I forgot that I can move about the screen. I don't see anything, of course.
Nope, it ain't there.
Oh, it ain't there. What should I on these guys?
Powerful be the spirits with her.
Hey, the fourth
Yuki's
edition.
very good trackers.
What is this?
Hello, my young friend. I have been told the most wonderful things about your olfactory capabilities.
Okay.
Hmm.
Fine, Kate, what?
You didn't have trouble getting a Yuki to obey you?
No, none. You must find Kate Walker. Come on, let's go. Seek now. Seek, find Kate Walker. Do you hear? Wait for me!
Seems like we didn't need to. Or we're just gonna end up somewhere weird.
I'm gonna bet on option 2.
Yep. We're back. And the robot is actually tired.
I think that you may just need some help.
It's lucky I left my old scarf in the end.
You should really have taken far greater care of your belongings all the same. Even though I must admit, it did eventually prove to be useful.
Uh-huh.
Ah, see?
So we needed to trigger that, of course.
It's not in the
It's
tent.
not in there, but where did she leave the scarf?
She used it, or rather you used it. As part of a puzzle.
Jesus, man, do you think I remember? Let me see.
I think it might have been in one of the recent-ish episodes, maybe.
No, or did it? I think at the point of this, we were. Let's see. I think we got 2 episodes left.
Yeah, probably. But you're on the right path.
This is definitely should have been played, I think, in between our episodes.
Oh, like you mean recorded chronologically?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a neat idea.
At least I would have remembered where I'm going. This is my, I have no idea, I'm just going.
You're doing well.
Her scarf.
Yeah.
No point in asking about the identity of the culprit.
Yeah, it's a scarf she used to break the glass.
It just left it there, which is like, what the fuck? Oh wow. I don't think we got this view.
I can't remember.
No, I don't think we got it because it either was there and I couldn't see it because, you know, I had issues with clicking, or some other way, but...
Oh yeah, might be. Gives me slight flashes of first Stalker.
Yeah?
There's a section towards the end where you're basically trying to run through an ongoing battle in the stadium.
Oh jeez.
The whole end of the game is a blur.
And I don't bet that, you know, that was a very weird moment, especially in that game, where they can just, you know, body you with a random shot to the head. Just running through gunfire and just die.
It wasn't that bad in the first one. The bigger problem was, for me, especially starts happening around mid-game. If you underestimate the amount of ammo you're gonna need when you go somewhere, you're basically stuck. Because especially in a lot of the underground facilities where you are fighting monsters, you're not gonna get weapons generally. And so you really need specific ammo for the weapon that you took with you.
Yeah.
And after that happened for like the second time, I was like, okay, that I don't want to backtrack anymore. So I just loaded up a trainer and gave myself infinite ammo.
Jesus, you run through the ammo that much?
Yeah, you do.
Inventory. Yeah, give him oil.
Wait for me!
We are on the trail. We're on the hunt!
The game's afoot.
Oh yeah.
As Judge would say, the game's afoot.
The game is afoot. There is that angry foot game where you just run around kicking doors and then shooting. It's a really fun actually game. Your foot is your strongest weapon. As far as Stalker goes, at least at the moment of the recording, there's like Call of Pripyat remake, remaster, something like that. And no, enhanced edition.
Yeah, enhanced editions have been announced. They showed up on GOG as pre-orders.
Oh, I thought it was already released.
She's in there. Well done, creature.
Come on, use your robot
blocked
strength.
from the inside.
Oh no, it's locked from the other side.
Oh no, we need to enter the subway somehow. Is the Yuki just gonna be a helpful thing? Is there something here? Are we being helpful?
Well? What is it? You certainly know how to be helpful.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I brought you a crowbar.
Oh.
I don't think we had very many of these first-person scenes in the base game.
No.
Except for maybe the roller
It
coaster.
doesn't work.
Yeah, that is it. What the fuck, man? What do you mean doesn't work?
But it's gonna be a somewhat, I wouldn't say significant, but it's gonna be a part of the fourth game.
Yeah. So he can't break the other one, but break this with the crowbar? Ah, damn it, man.
Well, yeah, these are elevator doors. They're designed so you can sort of open them manually.
And what now? The button? Is it actually gonna work?
Push the button.
Holy shit, it is.
Okay.
It's an abandoned town. I don't believe it has electricity, even though the park still runs, technically. Yeah, this is weird. A robot has arrived. This will be your last day. I will terminate you.
Looks like a Wolfenstein level.
That is what I expected.
Oh,
Low whine, low moan.
Kate Walker.
What are you doing? It's not time for bondage.
I have no recollection of that, Oscar.
Good.
I'm not surprised. You have been drugged.
He's talking about drugs. And her being
It was
drugged.
also apparent that the private detective kept the keys to your bonds on his person.
Is that when you got the idea to use the chandeliers?
Oh no, that came much later, Kate Walker. At that precise moment, I developed the first draft of my plan. Seek the keys in your attacker's pocket. After all, I do not know of any problem that a gentlemanly discussion cannot resolve, in normal times at any rate.
I see.
Wow. So he just went up to the dude and, oh yeah, speak to Nick. Oh wow. Well, let's see how that goes.
Probably about as well as you can imagine.
Yeah. I wonder if Nick Cannon is actually gonna try and fight a robot. It would be funny anyway.
Oh, damn jalopy!
Excuse me, sir?
Yes?
I'm a friend of Kate Walker's, and I believe I understand that you wish to leave with her.
That's right. I have a warrant for her arrest. Not that that's something a robot like you would understand. As soon as my vehicle's fixed, we're going to the States.
I'm an automaton, and alas, I am unable to permit you to do such a thing, so I must ask you to please set her free and attend to any other duties you might have, and rest assured we shall do the same.
Or else what, you pile of bolts? No way I'm letting her go. You got that in that rusty kettle of yours? Because of her, I've crossed half the planet, been hit by blizzards and wild animals, and she almost got me thrown in jail in Valsamore.
So, I mean, I was gonna say, so regular Tuesday? Teach a lesson, warn.
Well, you...
As you doubtless know, Kate Walker, intimidation can sometimes be effective, even with the most cunning brute. That was one of my alternatives.
Alright.
You see, Kate Walker, I did not believe that man would be persuaded by mere words. The use of somewhat more forceful arguments was therefore one of my options.
Scram before
Punch
I
him.
get ticked off.
You wanna punch him? Because I wanna warn him just to see how stupid and funny that is.
Yeah, go for it.
If you refuse to permit Kate Walker to leave, I feel I have the obligation to inform you that I shall be obliged to employ certain violent and underhanded methods.
This is
I'd love
close.
to see that.
Kitty
Get
please,
out of
please.
here, or I'll turn you into a pile of spare parts.
Very well, if that is your wish, sir.
Wait, what? Punch him. Oh, so we've ended the show and he's talking now to Kate, but...
And that's when you decided to take out Canton with the chandeliers?
Patience, Kate Walker. You know that the success of that type of operation requires careful planning and method. I therefore first found myself in need of a place propitious for the implementation of a new plan.
Actually, I love this.
I observed that with only very slight assistance, a portion of the ceiling would collapse on your attacker. A train from the station could then open hostilities.
By the way, your Steam notifications
Are they showing?
well on Discord,
W
yes.
equals
No,
F
they're not
times
gonna
D.
show on Steam.
QED. The ceiling would then be on the point of giving way, but it still required an essential piece. The target. Because no doubt, Mr. Canton would not dare to venture beneath such a ramshackle building without having a very good reason. So I decided I needed the right bait to attract him to the most opportune spot. All that was then required was to finalize things by demonstrating the exactness of Newton's second law.
This is
Okay,
what...
that's brutal.
Yes, this is literally Looney Tunes logic.
Fine. I believe that we should go on our way again.
What? But that's it?
Well, yes, Kate Walker.
That doesn't make sense. When I came to, Canton was underneath the chandelier that had fallen from the ceiling.
Oh, is that what is bothering you? Well, let's just say that my plan evolved as it became more concrete. Nothing that is really worth mentioning, believe me. Come on, what is the problem now?
Nothing. It's just that I was expecting a more breathtaking ending, to be honest.
Well, if this might serve as a moral to my tale, Kate Walker, the proof that a plan is indeed well designed is that it is executed without a hitch. It lets you efficiently gain what is usually lost over the course of time. You must always have a plan, you know.
I guess so, yes. Anyway, thank you for the story, Oscar. I'm gonna sleep now. I want to be in good shape for when we get to the border. Good night.
Good night, Kate Walker.
I screwed up so much.
That was a well-oiled plan. Let's just hope that Kate Walker will take good note of it.
What really happened? Geek hell. Cause a collision between the train cars and the ceiling. Okay. Find the place. Bait. Can't continue to weaken the ceiling. Okay. I mean, this is like the adventure point. You just go do shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm actually liking this. Even the storytelling way of like here and there, here and there. Can't interact with anything over here. There's going back to Canton. Let's see what we can find up here. No interact. Like my mouse is not even here. Okay, they didn't. Come on. All right.
That's
I need
the
that key that Canton has.
exit.
That's
The
the
outside,
exit.
I think that's the big doors, yeah?
Yeah. Okay, found the exit. Let's steal his apple so we can use it to bait him. Like literally like Wile E. Coyote, you know, food bait. Jesus. Okay, let's to get down. Let's to put the bait in. Can we run away? Bats, here I come.
There is no question of going back to that sinister town.
Fair enough.
Okay. What if there's food there for the bait? I saw something here, but...
Yeah, there's fruit that spilled out.
Okay. Wow.
Fruit lost by the Yukels on arrival, I imagine. That will make fine bait.
Little bait.
An apple a day.
Keep the chandelier away. Or not, in this case.
First, to finish making the ceiling fragile. The diversion will come after that.
Okay,
yeah, fair.
Sequencing. Okay. I think I need to get here. Okay, right now, but I'll check. I need to move the train car to activate it or whatever.
I have to cause a collision between the cars in order to make the pillar collapse.
Fair. We will do that. Oscar? Yep. I keep forgetting that I can move the camera because
yeah, you can pan
There
a
is
little
no
bit.
question of going back to that sinister town.
We won't! Oscar, come on. Tank controls. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I can pan here because that's so not something that I'm used to in adventure games, however stupid that sounds. Because I'm used to just, the whole screen is the thing you interact, and if you need to move like this, it will just move the screen, and that's it. And I'm
I guess scrolling is the more standard option.
Yeah. Like,
Which does happen here as well.
Yeah, and that's fine, and I'm like, yeah, I know, I need to scroll there, scroll here, get over there. But, like, I keep forgetting that I can also have extra screen. Like this, if I move. Because it doesn't really move much. I need to be at the very edge of the screen to do... Oh, I'm just back there. To move it. Like, that's... Over here. That's kind of the issue.
Yeah.
And since I'm kind of playing windowed and all that, my mouse can just fly off screen. Okay, that don't need to be here. No, that. Let's see. You need to just go to the cart and activate it, or you have to do some other bullshit.
I think you need to go up to the control room.
Yeah.
Impossible to enter the car, but I have to be able to start it from a distance.
Sometimes I need to do this for sequencing sakes. I've noticed that so many times in adventure games. It's like, yeah, I know what I need to do. I can go exactly here, but nope. Sequencing, you need to do this and talk to this and whatever. And actually, we got a video of what we need to do. That was big. No. Where the fuck is it?
Okay.
It's clicking. There's issues with the clicking.
Illegible. It is nonetheless obvious that these are the controls used for starting the car. No time to lose. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
It doesn't work. Apple a day?
Impossible.
I mean, a little oil for me, a little oil for you, a little oil for me.
Nice.
Whoops. That. Huh.
Ah, so that isn't the control used to start the train. Only the result has any real meaning, I guess. Time to free Kate Walker now.
What the fuck?
Nice. I'd like to ask at this point, why do they have a lever to release the chandeliers?
I'm not even gonna question that. I'm just gonna, like, fuck me, Oscar is amazing. He's like, I need to explain how I knock this guy out. Let me just do all this bullshit and explaining. And, like, it shows that he's true AI. Like, he shows that he has actual AI, that he can be imaginative like that and like, tell a story about all of this stuff that happened. Oh my god.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Yeah, huh?
He's breathing, but when he wakes up, we will be far away.
Ooh, gun. That's why I say, whenever anybody panics or talks about AI, current day, time of recording and all that, it's not. It's not AI. It's an algorithm. It's literally a search engine, a turbocharged search engine that can also combine stuff for like, it's a turbocharged search engine. It's a turbocharged image splicer and a turbocharged. Now it can be even voice and video splicer, and that's it. It doesn't have imagination. AI means it can think on its own. This is like I'm telling you to just create this out of everything that you can algorithmically splice, and that's it.
I need to have the keys to free her.
You said it well, that it's closer to the VI from Mass Effect.
Yeah, I'm calling it literally VI. In my own, conversations, that's a VI. That's not an AI, that's a VI. Virtual intelligence.
Yep. I've started calling it, when I make a request, I'm like, computer, I need this and that. Because I'm like...
You're doing the Star Trek thing.
Exactly. I'm doing the Star Trek thing.
Oh my god.
I did ask it first, like, can I refer to you as computer? And it's like, yeah, sure, I aspire to the standards of the computer from Star Trek.
No, now I also ask ChatGPT sometimes. It actually is a useful tool for like some questions. If you do research after that, or like if you take it, if it's not like a dire question, like how to save a human life from like when he's suffocating or stuff like that. If it's like just random bullshit or trivia you need to know, sure, ask ChatGPT.
Exactly.
So like, I am gonna be like, fine, I'm just gonna start using this. Every instruction is like, computer, tell me this, computer, give me this, and this.
Yep.
I still don't understand what's their idea for like, why is it using more, I don't know, processing power or costing companies more if you tank the AI after completing a task?
Any prompt basically costs them money, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I suspected that, but it's like, can't you just add an algorithm if somebody says thank you, ChatGPT, it just automatically spawns that. But I can guess that still also uses up resources and all that.
Yeah.
Let's free her. I'm just... This is so funny. He just had this kind of Looney Tunes wild plan and accidentally dropped
Hey,
Chandelier.
Time to wake up.
Automaton
All
is
is
the
well,
plan.
Kate Walker. It is all over.
Good lord. The mental images of that sentence.
Thank you, Oscar. But, Canton, did you see him?
See for yourself. He is just over there.
Is he...
He is fine. Please don't worry. Let's just say that he won't be chasing you again for quite some time. Now we should go. Your nomad friends are ready and waiting for us.
Thank you so much, Oscar. But you're right. We have to leave here as soon as we can. Meet me at the entrance as soon as you're done.
Done with what exactly?
Yeah. Winding yourself up? I don't know. Okay, we're exactly here.
Come on, Oscar.
Open the door, Oscar. Use the keys, Oscar.
Quiet, woman.
What are we unlock? What the fuck? Oh. Oh, I need to do it manual. Let me... Just clicking and going and clicking. And that was Canton. He will never be seen or heard of from again.
Oh, well, you know.
I know. He's coming in 4th game, actually? Oh wait, did we see him here later? I forgot.
Not
A
exactly.
plan. Must always have a plan.
Yeah. He's right, though. You do need to have a plan.
Yeah, half of the time I have, most of the time I don't. Oh, that's it!
That apparently is it.
Huh.
In the 4th game, there's a journal that fills out automatically as you progress.
Mm-hmm.
The catch is that the journal is written from the perspective of Nick Canton. And
Wow, that is a spoiler.
basically, he is. It's not really a spoiler, because he doesn't show up in the game at all, as far as I can remember. But he's like, he is behind Kate. He's always like a few weeks or something behind Kate. And
He's still chasing her.
Yeah, and he is following the same clues that she is, and sort of talking to the same characters, except she was there like a week ago or something. And it's a nice framing device for the journal, and the journal is very nice. It has photos and it has like little items. I don't know, I can't remember, but I think stuff like ticket stubs or pressed flowers and stuff like that, like stuck on the pages and all that. So it's kind of nice.
Okay, I have a few problems with that. Well, first off, is a good thing. Like, yes, I agree. That is a good framing reference for like a plot. But is everything written in the journal then like in the past? Like after you pass, let's say, a section, an area, a town, then everything in the journal is like actually nothing useful that you can use currently, but something that you just like recap yourself for the previous from the previous areas, right?
As far as I can remember, yeah, it's more of a recap than something you can use.
Okay. Secondly, how much is that motherfucker being paid? Because he's been after Kate's ass for years. If I'm not mistaken, I know the start of the 4th game. Kate is in prison like for a year or something.
Yeah.
So this bastard had a chandelier drop on him, probably broke something, was in a hospital, probably for a while, and then right after that he was like, "Here, I'm gonna go get her again." Like she has a robot. He doesn't know what happened to Oscar, but he knows that she has a robot that dropped a fucking chandelier on your ass, and you're still going after her. Boy, that's some good paycheck right there. If he's doing all of this, he said it himself. He traveled half the fucking world, followed her into this godforsaken place, and he's still after her.
Maybe it's a cash on delivery thing.
Then how does he survive? Again, that must have been a massive cash payout. Like, not even, serial killers have that much money on her head, so she can... Oh my god. Like, honestly, I want to start playing the 4th game because basically it's a beautiful game. That's what I noticed. And I want to see what the shenanigans it has there, because it has kind of a past and a present moment. So
It does. It's a change of pace. Like the first 2 games were were all about the mammoths and sort of mystical a little bit.
No, about that, about what was his name? Wonder.
Hans.
Hans, yeah, about Hans
Yeah.
and his automatons and all that.
Right. And this game is sort of like about encroaching government or military or something on I don't know, on friggin' Yukols.
I would say it's like approaching civilization or like a natural order or like natural nomadic style.
I mean, I guess they were going for like indigenous people
Yeah.
parallel, but it's very amateurish, I think. I don't know. Maybe not amateurs, but it just doesn't work because the Yukols are so dislikable in this game.
Yeah. I think that's the issue. I think it's the spirit is there, like the thought is there, the thoughtfulness, like the idea is there, but like the Yukols are like, God damn it, why do I need to do all of this work for them? What the fuck? It's like, how the fuck did you survive?
Exactly. And then the fourth game switches it up, and it's like all about World War II, or their
version, yeah.
version of World War II, which is fine. It's really not a bad topic for Syberia. I think it's pretty decent.
Yeah.
And it's written fairly well. The only problem I really have with that game is that they probably, so they can sell the game in Germany, they did not call the bad guys what they should have called the bad guys.
Yeah. We can't do that here. I know. That's well, because I played the first hour of it for. I think I did a video for it. I can't even remember at this point. I think I did. So I noticed instantly, like it's obviously racial stereotypes. It's obviously all that it happened during the Second World War, all of that. It's obvious. It's obvious. Like not the symbolism, but literally what's happening. It's absolutely obvious. It's basically almost one-to-one to what happened there. It just changes the names of the evil group, of the country, of the minorities and all of that. It just changes the names. It's basically, it's absolutely the same. It weirded me out extremely that Syberia is doing that. Like at the beginning, it was like, wait, why are we doing this? Like, Syberia is like almost like mystical, whimsical land of like weird stuff and automatons. Why are we doing this? And also because like that story is, no offense, but kind of told too many times already in all sorts of forms of media and alternate universes and weird shit and whatever, and especially like in Wolfenstein, which is like specifically alternate version to go to like insane levels of like alternate stuff. But like
but I'd say that Syberia's rendition is pretty original, and it's kind of generic in the main city, but you get to leave the city for a little bit, and that whole sub-story that kind of evolves in the past and in the present, that really pleasantly surprised me. There's a bit of a mystery as well, which gets revealed by the end.
Mm-hmm.
And it does have a kind of it has parts that would fit Amazon in a way.
Oh yeah, Amazon is also kind of like not World War II. It was how should I say it? Mid-American revolutions and all sorts of like that.
But the Lost World portion of Amazon's vibe is what they actually used in Syberia 4 for that sort of subplot, and it works pretty well, I would say. I think it worked pretty well.
And what was also going, like, it did weird me out when they decided to try, do that storyline, because to be fair, I kind of expected more from Syberia, especially with their versions of like this almost like Tunguska Russian kind of region and all that, and the connections with all the stuff that we saw. and some of the weird characters that we saw. I kind of expected something like that, but I still have hopes, because I still haven't finished the fourth game at all. I still have hopes that it is kind of still Syberia-ish. So still have the automatons, their version of how they were used maybe in World War II. Still have other weird stuff, basically.
Yes. Yes, for sure.
So,
and
I'm glad.
the most important thing, the glue that keeps the whole thing together is Kate.
Yeah.
And I think they did a really nice thing where they took the voice actress to reprise the role.
Oh, from the previous games, yeah.
Yeah, and she is quite a bit older, and obviously the voice changes with years. I mean, it's sort of normal, and it really fits because Kate's been messed up in the working in the mine and stuff, and so that sort of more cracked, kind of weathered voice makes sense with what she's been through, and it's pretty good. Pretty good aspect. So she's the thing holding the game together, basically, I think.
Cool.
Which is fine. I mean.
No. I mean, not fine. That's the most important thing. If you can't really enjoy the main character when they are constantly talking and commenting and doing stuff, then you're not gonna be playing an adventure game because it's just gonna be an annoying character.
Yes.
I don't remember which ones I played which had annoying protagonists. That's usually rare. But
Lord, I hate Rufus.
Oh yeah, fair.
Freaking Rufus, man.
But like most of the ones, especially like if it's not voiced, then you kind of don't give a crap. You're just reading text. But if it's fully voiced, then it definitely needs to be at least quirky enough. Like, it doesn't need to be stupid or funny constantly or serious. It just needs to be at least quirky enough for you to enjoy listening to their commentary and comments and whatever. And you know, that is the most important part for these kinds of games. If it's not, then you're not gonna play. It's not that you're not gonna care about puzzles. Then you're just gonna skip through everything until puzzle, skip everything, puzzle, skip everything, and that's done. Finish it for like just finishing 6. But yeah, I except for like the voice acting and a few things, I enjoyed Syberia 3. This is a nice little quickie, basically. Not at all puzzles. I just walked around and clicked on a few things. Which actually that's kind of sad.
That's probably why I can't even remember the DLC when I played it, because it was really short.
Yeah.
I think I went in with the same expectation, like, okay, let's do like a few hours of gameplay or something, but nope.
Let's click a few things, walk a little bit, and the saddest, I think maybe the saddest point is, like, we walked through the same areas that we did. Like, the control panel area, I think, is the only new area there.
Yeah.
And that's
and they reused parts of the cutscenes.
Yeah. All of the other cutscenes, and the new cutscenes were basically just Oscar having a lie a bit about how cool he is. But to be honest, it's funny.
Mind you, when did this game come out?
Oh, Jesus.
Damn it, not a walkthrough. I don't need a walkthrough.
2005?
No, the third one, man. 2017.
Wait, what? The third game, 2017?
Yes.
Isn't that where the fourth game come out? Just like...
No, release is 2017.
Holy shit, okay.
Yeah. Previous game was 2004. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep. So 2017, I would guess.
It was a year. It was a year.
It was a year, yeah. I'm wondering. Now,
Well-
now I don't remember my history exactly, but it's not like DLCs were super new at that point.
No,
but
no. They were a
maybe
standard.
they were still.
No. At that point, they were standard. At that point, we were getting. That's the
Yeah.
year we got the loot boxes in the Star Wars game that broke the internet and broke EA, and broke loot boxes.
Oh, was it then? Okay.
Yep,
So I guess they were trying to monetize the thing a little bit, and this was sort of an experiment.
Glad they gave up on it. Technically.
Yeah. The fourth one does not have. I don't think it has anything.
No, and if it probably has anything, it probably like has an art book and soundtrack and all that.
It definitely has a soundtrack. Oh, also, yeah, the music. Who did the music for this one? Oh, it was Inon Zur for, I guess. Oh, for these two was he?
Did he do all the soundtrack?
I don't know. Let's see. Video games.
Let's see. Video games. Wikipedia. Tell me what the answer is.
Syberia 2, 3 and 4.
Oh.
Who did the first one?
It's weird that they exchanged the music producer for like the first and second games. They were basically back to back.
Yes, people with random names. I have no idea who these people are. Who did the music for the first one? So yeah, he composed from the second one onward.
Cool. It's good to have a consistency with a composer like that.
Yeah, and pretty good music, I would say.
Oh no, I love the music. Like honestly, I love the music in all of these, and the atmospheric ones, the level ones, the intro music here. It's beautiful. I like this, and yeah. I'm glad at least we didn't get too much bad voice acting in the DLC. It was barely Kurt, and that's actually on a good day that we recorded it.
I'm glad we didn't get too much of Kurt.
Yeah.
Not Kurt. Kirk. Sorry.
Kirk. Captain Kirk.
I'm mixing characters up between games I play and games you play.
Depending on when we play which one. In any case, I'm glad, as I said, I finished this. I can't wait to get to the next one. And maybe we'll start that off soon enough, or maybe we'll leave it for another time. But yeah, thanks for being on me for this journey, and thanks for everybody for watching this. Our journey through Siberia's, all of them. And then it's gonna be Amazon. I just need to get it on PC. No, the game is beautiful. They did the remake. They did it beautiful, which is not too, hard to do when you upgrade a game from '99, which barely has anything in it. Like they had to really have little polygons, little objects in the on the fields and everywhere.
Wait.
Isn't Amazon from '99?
99.
I believe it's '99.
That game was crappy for '99.
Yeah. Compared to Syberia, which came out like a few years later, and how good it looked, it was amazing.
Yeah.
They kind of changing the style and changing the whole, not just perspective, but like, you don't need to have a 3D environment to go through. You can just have a plastered background and a little bit of environment that you go in the foreground, and that's pretty much it. I think that saved them. I think that saved them a lot.
Yeah, but even that way, I seem to remember it as very... hard to say. I haven't played Myst in its original version.
Oh, yeah.
I've played the remist.
Yeah,
thing,
the remist.
And I played the one with continual movement and such.
And we played Darkness Within, which actually was the same style of game, but it had... You're in rooms, you're in locations, you're not too often in open areas, so you don't need to worry about that. The thing...
Yeah, I guess that's a factor.
And the thing that I figured out, which could actually be pretty amazing, because somebody commented on my Amazon first hour video about hoping it comes to VR. Actually, we can bring back those old style room to room position to position movement, point and click games in
Mode-based.
VR.
Well, yes. I mean, a lot. A lot. I've played fair few. Played something that's node-based. I just can't remember what.
Dracula. That's the game I remember off the top of my head.
I mean on VR.
On VR. Oh, there's a bunch. There's that
There's a bunch.
liminal space. I think. Super Hot can be considered that, more or less. There's those job simulator games where you're basically in one position. And there was one, I can't remember the name.
Oh,
but...
I know. I played the Accounting Plus.
Yeah, something like that.
Right. That's a game made by the studio owned by the guy who does Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
And it is weird. I'll tell you that much. So yeah, that was node-based. I think it was node-based.
But yeah, you can literally bring back, you can literally remake, I mean, they already remade Amazon, just they need to port it to VR for that specific thing. But like, you can remake the whole Dracula series and put it also on VR as a node-based game. And it would be even more entertaining to play in VR as a node-based game because you can like interact with random shit. And you can add more interactables, like, maybe for something as detailed as, like, I don't know, Amazon, where you can just go up on a shelf, you can just make everything interactable. There's also, I've watched a, I don't know how to say, a presentation, talk about VR games and what's interactable in VR games, specifically for like an Ubisoft Assassin's Creed game. So basically, the biggest issue they actually have when creating a room with interactable with stuff in it for a VR game is how much stuff is interactable. Because the more stuff is interactable, the bigger like the room is gonna be, the more loading it's gonna be, the slower the VR is gonna process it, and the slower it's gonna be all that. So that's why you have in some VR games either a lot of stuff that's not interactable. Even in Half-Life Alyx, yeah, you have interactables, but not everything is interactable. There's like empty subway stations, which is just like, a cart, and you're walking through a rubble, but not every stone is interactable because it's quote-unquote big or whatever, or heavy, and stuff like that. So there are interactables, but there are a limiting amount of interactables. And they had issues with the game because they needed to plan out like Da Vinci's, I think, lab or like his workshop, but they couldn't make everything interactable. Otherwise, it's not gonna run properly. So they put a few things, but they were the other players were complaining. Wait, why isn't this candelabra interactable? Why can't they lift the book here or stuff like that? Which is weird to ask. Until we get some better VRs that are also portable, you can't really do that. But for some of these point-and-click adventure games that are node-based, you can actually do that and just limit the amount of interactables, or have some or other reason why either there's not as many interactables or you can't interact with them. And just remake a game into that and let the players play, because node-based gaming is not gonna make you nauseous, it's not gonna make you motion sick. You can sit and play it, you can stand and play it, and a bunch of actually escape room kind of games do that. And either put you in a small room and then you can walk around and interact with anything, or but that's basically also node-based. You're not gonna be running across the field, trying to figure out something, like here in Syberia where we're running all over the place. So just noded, everything you need is like in your arm's reach. You collect, you combine, you get to the next node, you collect, combine. I think even the Blueprints, the new game, which is also kind of like a roguelite puzzler, which is still weird, I haven't played it, is also could be based in that kind of a node-based VR thing, because you're just moving around a room and then you teleport into the next room and so on and so forth. So yeah, I mean, I wish actually I wish there is actually a studio that takes upon themselves either like Microids or whichever other studio that enjoys making adventure games or wants to make adventure games and just focuses on those kind of node-based games.
Good lord! Now that you now you reminded me. I know what I played that's node-based, and I know they released it in VR relatively recently. Seventh Guest.
Cool. I haven't
Yeah.
heard of it actually, but I'll check it out.
Seventh Guest is a it's from it's from the weird days of FMV games in the mid
Oh
90s.
yeah.
But here they went really nuts, and basically you're the seventh guest, right? In the haunted house. But the haunted house was built by a guy who had a toy company,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's like the mad toy maker.
Oh
kind
boy!
of
Oh
thing.
yeah! All the dolls, all the toys, all the
Yeah,
weird
but
puzzles. Yeah.
also with like demons and shit. I think I can't remember the end exactly. What was it? There was evil stuff and magic and such. And so you're going through the house, you're solving puzzles, which are super weird, some of them. But they all make
Makes sense.
sense in the
Yeah.
context, I suppose. And you're looking at memories from the ghosts of the other guests because they're all dead by the point when you get there. And so all the FMV stuff is actually of ghosts.
Oh, the ghosts! Oh my god.
And it's node based, and the house you keep unlocking like new secret passages and stuff through the house. I had to use a walkthrough. It was super confusing where I need to go and stuff. But it was very friendly for its time because even if you die, it just puts you a couple of steps back and that's it.
Actually, I
pretty
played. Yeah, actually, I played the game for a demo, like Blackwood's Manor or something like that. That is exactly the thing that you're explaining. Exactly that.
Yeah, check out Seven Guest. Yeah, so the most notable thing about the whole Seven Guest series, because there's two more games or three more games I think after the first one.
Are they all recently made or just from like
No,
ancient times to now?
First two are very old. I think the other ones are newer. But Henry Stauff, the toy maker, is the most notable thing. He's played brilliantly by an actor who I will find.
Sure. I'll check it out. But yeah, this could be a great big resurgence of basically node-based puzzle adventure games especially for VR. And we've seen.
First you need a wider acceptance of VR.
I mean, fair, but if you make a game if you make it for VR and for PC, which I think it's gonna be easy enough. It's just for PC you're not gonna be able to just finagle everything, but there are already games where you can even do that with a PC, with a mouse. Just with VR it would be more natural, to say the least, when you're picking up stuff and kind of combining it or doing stuff with it. But that could be a pretty good resurgence for the only thing you need, the biggest thing you need for that is to make an exceptionally good game for that genre and for that series. Like, needs to be, bangbusters. It needs to be like they did for the movie-like point-and-click games, which is Walking Dead, Wolf Among Us, and all that. Because you're there basically watching a movie and sometimes clicking on some stuff and clicking on what you want your character to say. That's basically it.
But the Telltale style games have now turned into basically a niche.
Yeah.
And just looking at, for example, demo alleys that you do, I think we're seeing more. Thankfully, we're out of the zone of everybody doing pixel art graphic adventures. It's freaking pixel art, man. I'm sick and tired of it. But we're seeing a lot more like late 90s animation point and click adventures.
Yes. The
Over the
weird
past like year or two.
caricatures almost, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the new Monkey Island is a good example in a way.
Yep.
So it seems to be going more in that direction.
Yeah, pixel
least
art
for
is
the
still an
moment.
easy way to make a game and to, not animated, but just even animated and design it and all that. I've seen it, but yeah,
I'm
I
sick.
pull it.
I'm just sick of pixel art. And then you see these games that are like 2-bit graphics.
Oh
There's a
boy.
game that came out on GOG recently and it had 2-bit graphics. Like it's all green.
Yeah, no, I've seen
Green and
those.
black. I'm like, jeez.
It's almost every other day there is like a 2-bit graphic game, and I chalk those
Crazy.
off as I chalk those off as somebody trying to either make some shovelware or somebody posting their high school work, or the worst case scenario, somebody actually just making a virus. And
Nice.
kinda,
Nice.
yeah. Funnily enough, there's tons and tons of Chinese-based games, like stupidly a lot.
Yeah, not surprised. But should we wrap it up, I think?
Yeah, I think we should wrap it up. We talked enough to, pad out the timing for the proper video. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around. Do like, subscribe, comment, dance. There is Patreon for support. You can check out this madness live on Twitch/bypenandpaper whenever I stream, or you can check me out on YouTube at bypenandpaper for Let's Plays, demo alleys, first hours, and whatever else we post on there. Next time, probably Syberia New World, if we don't find something else funny or interesting for us to play. But until then, this has been Faldang.
Thanks for watching, True Believers.
I'm RoGamer, and until next time, it's the story that we play. See ya.
See ya.